Please welcome Audio Publishers Association President Sean McManus.
All right, I'm gonna wait just 30 seconds, make sure everybody can make it in as we kick off. All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Sean McManus, thanks. And I'm the president of the Audio Publishers Association. And on behalf of the AAPA, I am your host. But my apologies for not being more of an exciting name, but what I lack in fame, I make up for in efficiency. So let's get to the heart of it. Tonight is a night we celebrate the amazing things happening in audio as we grow, diversify, and evolve, ensuring more voices are heard, more stories are told, and more perspectives are shared than ever before. 2026 marks 40 years since the Audio Publishers Association was established, and what a 40 years it has been. We have gone from vinyl to digital, from a few titles to millions, and from people asking, what's an audiobook, to proclaiming, you have to listen to this. So now so many people know what we always have. Nothing is better than putting in your headphones and just letting go. If you haven't been to an Audies before, welcome. For your awareness, most of our winners tonight will be acknowledged right where they are. When your project is announced as the winner, please stand with a wave and a smile, if you'd like, as we applaud you and your award. It's a simple, elegant way to celebrate the many talented individuals who work on each title. So don't be shy about standing. Let's practice one quick time by asking all of our dedicated Audie judges who poured countless hours into selecting tonight's finalists and winners to stand and please be recognized. All right, one last thing and then we're on to the show, I promise. Tonight, we aren't only celebrating the amazing individuals and teams who have earned Audies this past year, but we are also beyond proud to be establishing the Audio Publishers Association Hall of Fame, an opportunity for us to recognize and celebrate individuals who have made a profound impact on our industry, moving it in amazing ways forward. To kick us off, I welcome Dan Zitt, Chair of the Hall of Fame Committee and Senior Vice President, Content Production at Penguin Random House, to introduce the Audio Publishers Hall of Fame.
I always wanted to do this. What's up, New York? How's everybody doing? Thank you for coming to the Audio Publishers Association Audio Awards. Tonight, we celebrate the creation of the Audio Publishers Association Hall of Fame, a long overdue tribute to the voices and visionaries who built, shaped, and elevated our industry. I'm honored to serve as chair of the APA Hall of Fame Committee and to help welcome you to this very special moment. Audiobooks have grown into a cultural force larger and more resonant than many of us who remember flipping cassettes and watching reels. Reels turn? And this is interesting. I don't know how you do this. And watching the reels turn. I did write this. Could have ever imagined. And as our field expands at breathtaking speed, it's more important than ever to pause and rewind. Because growth means nothing if we forget the foundation. The Hall of Fame is our way to recognize that foundation. It's a constellation of voices who lit the path forward, artists whose work didn't just fill our headphones, but defined our craft. By celebrating their legacy, we mark this chapter in our shared story and remind the next generation of actors and audio publishing professionals where it all began and whose voices carried us here. Tonight, we honor 5 extraordinary performers whose impact reaches far beyond the microphone, through their artistry, their influence, their advocacy, and their lasting contributions to the growth of our field. You'll hear from the committee members who nominated them, and you'll meet our inaugural inductees. None of this would be possible without our exceptional selection committee and the APA board, whose care and dedication brought this vision to life. Please join me in thanking them for creating this lasting tribute to our shared history. Now, I know you've had enough of me. I have the honor of presenting the award to our first inductee. There are voices we admire, there are voices we recognize, and then there are voices that become part of our lives. For generations of listeners, that voice has been George Guidall. George's voice has been the steady companion on countless commutes, late night listens, long walks, even a few vegetables have been harvested along the way. He's more than a narrator for many of us. He's been the soundtrack to some of our lives. His career reads like a literary epic, from Don Quixote to Crime and Punishment, from breath-holding thrillers to the stark truth of Elie Wiesel's Night. His range spans genres, centuries, and the full spectrum of human emotion, all delivered with effortless authority and grace. But what truly sets George apart is not just the astonishing number, more than 2,000 titles brought vividly to life. It's the depth, the clarity, and humanity he brings to every page. He doesn't simply read a book, he inhabits it. With the discipline of a stage actor and the heart of a storyteller, he lives inside the language his literary hermit crab philosophy has become a gold standard for narrators everywhere. In 1999, I was offered a position at what was then Random House. I had one condition, that I can continue working with the extraordinary actors and producers that I had worked with for years. The answer was yes, and the first book I ever cast at Random House as a 21-year-old producer was read by George Guidall. Watching him work then and ever since has been like watching the sun rise, inevitable, inspiring, and absolutely worth being awake for. Yes, he's won Audies. Yes, he is a golden voice. Yes, the accolades fill shelves. But his true legacy lives in libraries, classrooms, and in the hearts of listeners, including many in this room who have said, "Your reading changed how I hear stories." I suspect more than a few authors would say that it changed how he wrote them, how they write them, sorry. This is the real measure of greatness.
As fate would have it, my agent called me and said there was a company called Recorded Books having auditions for a series of books by a man named Tony Hillerman. As I was doing it, I felt, gee, I can really do this. I got the job. And that began with Recorded Books, a relationship that has lasted about 40 years. It teaches me how people react to stress in their lives. It tells me through mail and comments I get from fans how much it means to them to hear me talk to them. My father, when I told him that I'm doing audiobooks, and he says, "You're going to read audiobooks?" And I gave him one, and next time I saw him, he said, "Georgie, that was so wonderful. I put it in my ears. When I went to bed, I was asleep in 5 minutes. Thank you very much." Which I remember very often. There are those who are blind and can't see. They write to me thanking me so much for showing them countries and people and various stages of humanity. And as a person, I feel, boy, I really have an important job. The first that comes to mind is Claudia Howard, who managed Recorded Books for so many years and who's responsible for my being there for so many years. Also my wife, Linda. There are also a lot of engineers who helped me through the years, especially Richie Samelin. And also, I'd like to thank the APA. They've honored me before, and this is even a greater honor. And I'm grateful and humbled at the same time.
George, for every character you've lifted from the page, for every listener you've guided into a world of imagination, and for the standard of excellence you've set for all of us, it is our deepest honor to induct you into the Audio Publishers Hall of Fame.
Please welcome two-time Grammy Award recording artist and the author of the new children's book, Put Your Records On, Corinne Bailey Ray.
New York transit queen, New York transit queen. Beauty is in her possession and she rides.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here with you all tonight. All you wonderful and interesting people who make such compelling work. It's an honor to get things started with a category to match. From one of the biggest names in the world to someone who could not share his name for his own safety, the finalists in autobiography and memoir took us deep into the lives and personal stories of some incredible people. And the finalists are
Cher, Part 1, by Cher, narrated by Cher and Stephanie J. Block. Codename Pale Horse, by Scott Payne with Michelle Shepard, narrated by Scott Payne. The Heart of a Woman, by Maya Angelou, narrated by Uzo Aduba. Matriarch, by Tina Knowles, narrated by Tina Knowles, Beyonce, Solange, Kelly Rowland, and Angie Beyonce. Nobody's Girl, by Virginia Roberts Giuffre, narrated by Therese Plummer and Gabra Zachman.
see. And the winner is Matriarch. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now, in autobiography, if you've got a question, you can probably go straight to the source. Not true for the biography of Mark Twain, unfortunately. These history and biography finalists do their own research-led deep dives to make sure they're not just accurate, but also captivating. They are
Baldwin, A Love Story by Nicholas Boggs, narrated by Ron Butler. The Fate of the Day by Rick Atkinson, narrated by Grover Gardner and Rick Atkinson. Mark Twain by Ron Chernow, narrated by Jason Culp. The Spinach King, The Rise and Fall of an American Dynasty by John Seabrook, narrated by Dion Graham. The Zorg by Siddharth Kara, narrated by Dion Graham.
Let's see. And the winner is Baldwin, A Love Story. Now, if I was presenting this award with someone else, you can bet that this category would come with a piece about finding your growth and all of those cliched things. But luckily for us, we can skip that. And I can just assure you that tonight's finalists in business and personal development will help you get to wherever you want to go.
Breaking Trauma Bonds with Narcissists and Psychopaths by Shahida Arabi, narrated by Rachel Perry. The Let Them Theory, written and narrated by Mel Robbins. The Next Conversation, written and narrated by Jefferson Fisher. Perseverance is Greater Than Endurance by Blaine Smith and Brandon Young, narrated by Joe Knezovich. Strong Ground, written and narrated by Brene Brown.
And the winner is The Next Conversation. Congratulations. Now, this year's finalists in faith-based fiction or non-fiction run the gamut of everything an audiobook can be, from fantasy to history to scholarship, sharing only their common through line of faith and spirituality. The finalists are
The Bible Recap for Kids by Tara Lee Cobble, narrated by Emma Faye. Ember Gold by Rochelle Nelson, narrated by Amy Lilly. Every Deadly Suspicion by Janice Cantori, narrated by Jeannie Sheneman. The Last Keeper, The Dreamkeeper Saga Book 5 by Catherine Butler, narrated by Shannon McManus. The Rebel Girls of Rome by Jordan Taylor, narrated by Jennifer Jill Araya and Jesse Valinsky. Silent Horizons by Chad Robichaux and Jack Stewart, narrated by Ray Porter.
And the winner is Silent Horizons. Now, please will you help me in welcoming to the stage longtime audiobook producer and senior production manager at HarperCollins, Eric Black.
Thank you so much. If you do not know our next inductee into the Hall of Fame personally, you've almost certainly heard her name. And if you have not heard her name, you have absolutely heard her voice. She is the voice of God for this program for many years and tonight as well. So yes, that's the voice. For more than 2 decades, Hillary Huber has been, yes. Hillary Huber has been a true force in the audiobook industry. She's narrated hundreds of titles across genres, bringing nuance, intelligence, and emotional truth to every performance. And in my opinion, she's helped pioneer the conversational tone that so many listeners and publishers are looking for today. But Hillary's impact goes far beyond the microphone. She is a mentor, a coach, a leader, and an advocate for narrators at every stage of their careers. Yes. And I'm willing to bet that many people in this room have been encouraged, guided, or inspired by her in one way or another. And she hasn't just raised that bar through her work, she's raised it through her example. For listeners, she creates a genuine connection to the author's words. For publishers and producers, her professionalism and excellence, it makes our jobs easy. And as a human being, she is thoughtful, gracious, and endlessly supportive of the community that we're also proud to be a part of.
Audiobook narration was a strategic career decision for me. I'd been doing a lot of commercial VO, and it occurred to me that at some point I was going to age out of that commercial demographic. So I started exploring narration. I had no idea how that decision would result in such a fulfilling career. I'm grateful to young Hillary for having the foresight to think of older Hillary. I think the most gratifying aspect of this work is when I hear from a listener, letting me know that my work has moved them, gotten them through a tough time, made them laugh, scared them. That is everything to me. This is the ultimate career-defining moment, having this unbelievable honor bestowed upon me by the APA. I just can't even wrap my mind around it. My first audiobook, it was A Very Easy Death by Simone de Beauvoir, and that started this whole journey. And I would say when my answer to the question, what do you do for a living, changed from, I do VO, different kinds of VO, to I am an audiobook narrator. I am an audiobook narrator. That feels like a defining moment. Back when I started, we were so isolated, and with the advent of the internet, we now get to see each other every single day. We know what we're all working on. We know what's going on in each other's personal lives, and it's created this unbelievable, vibrant community. What has stayed the same? I would say this community. We were small back then, but we were mighty, and we loved each other, and we still love each other, and we are still giving to each other. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this unbelievable honor. I honor each and every one of you, your talents. We are a special little breed, and just knowing that we have each other's backs, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Oh God, I'm gonna cry.
Hillary. Hillary. Your voice. I'm supposed to say something. Your voice has shaped this industry in more ways than we can count, and it's truly an honor to welcome you into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations. And I'm not leaving yet. And please welcome to the stage a 2026 Audie finalist, winner of a Peabody Award and 2 James Beard Awards, the creator and host of the iconic show Good Eats, Alton Brown.
Good evening. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here to present one of my personal favorite categories, which is mystery. I have my entire life enjoyed a good mystery, and a few of them I have attempted to unwind in this place called the kitchen, where there haven't been a lot of mysteries written, but I'm going to work on that. You know, there's something about mysteries that just are really satisfying to human beings. There's a puzzle, there's suspense, and and then there's a solution. They're fairly addictive. And what I have found, and probably a lot of you have as well, is that mysteries on audio take on an entire new life. They grip you, but ultimately they don't leave you hanging, which is probably a good thing. So the finalists in mystery are
Gone Before Goodbye by Reese Witherspoon and Harlan Coben. Narrated by Reese Witherspoon, Chris Pine, Kif Vanden Heuvel, Suhaila Elatar Young, Peter Ganem, Saskia Marleveld, and James Foey. Grey Dawn by Walter Mosley. Narrated by Michael Boatman and Walter Mosley. The Queens of Crime by Marie Benedict. Narrated by Bessie Carter. Secret Sister by Sarah A. Denzel. Narrated by Jessica Gunning, Sasha Dewan, Joanne Froggatt, Nathaniel Curtis, and Hopi Grace. Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man by Jesse Q. Sutanto. Narrated by Eunice Wong.
Well, shall we make the mystery last a little longer? And the award goes to Gone Before Goodbye. Nicely done. So, sometimes, beyond mystery, we want to be left hanging by the tips of our fingers from the edges of icebergs, waiting for the knife to drop, which I know something about. You get that pulse pounding, to get the blood pressure up, and you keep it there, all right? Now, if such juicy morsels are to your liking, then the finalists in thriller and suspense are just what you ordered. The nominees.
Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. Narrated by Richard Armitage and Tuppence Middleton. Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell. Narrated by Richard Armitage, Joanne Froggatt, Tamarin Payne, Gemma Whelan, Louise Brealey, and Patience Tomlinson. Everyone is Lying to You by Joe Piazza. Narrated by Rachel F. Hirsch, Sarah Rennie, Vass Eli, and Saskia Marleveld. Havoc by Christopher Bolin. Narrated by Maggie Meg Reed. To Die For by David Baldacci. Narrated by Zach Villa, Mela Lee, Cassandra Morris, Raina Marie Villano, Christine Lakin, Will Collier, Kif Vanden Heuvel, and Aaron Bennett.
Who knew that many people could read a book? And the winner, Don't Let Him In. Congratulations. So, do you want distraction from the constant daily horrors that pull us closer and closer to the endless abyss? Then you can either read horror or a newspaper. It's up to you. Personally, I rather have horror. I've always personally had a taste for dread, terror, and spine tingling in general, and I've always sought out literature that makes me not want to turn off the light. Kind of like Twitter. And since audiobooks don't require light, well, then they're even worse in the best way possible. The finalists are
Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang by Kylie Lee Baker, narrated by Natalie Naudus. Breathe In, Bleed Out by Brian McCauley, narrated by Jeremy Carlisle Parker. The Buffalo Hunter Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones, narrated by Shane Ghostkeeper, Marin Ireland, and Owen Teal. Coffin Moon by Keith Rawson, narrated by Pete Cross. They Bloom at Night by Trang Tan Tran, narrated by Ni Do.
And the winner is a personal favorite of mine, The Buffalo Hunter. And now, thank you. Excellent, excellent stuff. Thanks for scaring the absolute shit out of me. The next presenters love reality TV, long walks on the beach, and a good game of cards. With 15 years of friendship and 1,500 audiobook titles between them, please welcome Audie Award-winning narrators Brittany Parsley and Saskia Marladeville, which I hope I said right.
Dreamed it would be. But, Alton, I do make a great steak from following your recipes, so.
No matter who you are,
A quirky ray of sunshine who's just not like the other girls.
or who you're with,
A tall, brooding man who's frustrated by his inability to ever find a t-shirt that isn't stretched too tight across his chest.
we can all use a little more romance in our lives.
The finalists in the romance category send every longing glance, every lingering gaze, and every declaration of love straight to our hearts and ears. And the finalists are these ones.
Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, narrated by Julia Whalen. King of Envy by Anna Huang, narrated by Jason Clark and Nia Surge. Looking for Group by Alexis Hall, narrated by Will Watt, Sam Newton, Morag Sims, Rich Keeble, Matt Godfrey, and Chris Devon. Plus Size Player by Danielle Allen, narrated by Wesley Siobhan. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, narrated by Christine Lakin and Matt Lanter.
Okay. And the winner is King of Envy.
This next category has been having quite a moment recently.
Ooh, hockey players?
No, but close.
Oh.
Here we continue to experience storytelling at its best. Although you might want to avoid listening to this year's erotica finalists in public, unless you have a solid poker face and some really good headphones.
American Queen by Sierra Simone, narrated by Sophie Eastlake, Teddy Hamilton, Rex Rees, Shane East, and Valerie Aslin. X's and O's by Kayla Gross, narrated by Stella Hunter, Stephen Dexter, and Grayson Owens. House of Rain by Harley LaRue, narrated by Ali Shea and Jacqueline Kelso. The Secrets We Hide by Berlin Wick, narrated by Sean Masters and Brandon Davis Butler. Torment Part 1 by Dylan Page, narrated by Riley Forrester.
And the Audie goes to American Queen.
All right. Sometimes we need an escape. And by sometimes, I mean like, the entire past year. We need to go on a quest.
Witches and alchemists, fairies and dragons, magic, pure fantasy. These finalists will take you to places you've never been and you long to return to again.
Anima Rising by Christopher Moore, narrated by Mary Jane Wells. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, narrated by Marissa Callan, Katie Long, and Julia Whalen. The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow, narrated by Sid Sagar and Moira Quirk. The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, narrated by Samantha Heidson. A Ruin, Great and Free by Cadwell Turnbull, narrated by Dion Graham.
And the Audie goes to Anima Rising. Now we are excited to hand it off to our next Hall of Fame presenter, Director of Production at Penguin Random House, Audio, Kelly Gilday.
Hi, everyone. I am truly thrilled to introduce this next honoree, someone I respect and admire so deeply. You are likely familiar with her voice, but for those of you who don't know her, let me tell you a bit about January Lavoie. She could simply open her mouth and speak words, and that instrument of hers would stop you in your tracks. But January is never just speaking words. She uses her voice to educate, to fight injustice, to champion her fellow artists. She uses it to tell the truth. She also utilizes it to give depth and nuance to the many thousands of characters she's inhabited. And when I say inhabit, I mean it. January digs deep. I'm thinking in particular of some special projects we've done together. In Charlotte's Web, January brought Charlotte to life in ways that still resonate, exploring the depths of the text and the character, leaving such a fresh, unique, and lasting impression of a spider we've known our whole lives and who had already broken our hearts. For the 1619 project, January used her voice to literally bridge the gaps between the essay and literature pieces in the book, adding so much more compassion and emotionality to those brief historical segments than we had anticipated. In doing so, she changed the tenor of the recording and showed us that no narrator or person worth their salt can or should be completely impartial. January and I have had many meaningful conversations over the years, both professionally and personally. She's such a deep, kind, and empathetic person. It's why she stands out as an actor and an industry leader. And it's why she's so deserving of this honor. I hope when you hear her name and when you hear her voice, you understand how worthy she is. A wildly talented artist, a wise and compassionate educator, and a relentless activist. An exceptional human through and through. To January, my colleague, my collaborator, my friend, I wish you endless congrats and boundless love.
The great Sherry Hoffman called me and said, "Do you want to audition for a book on tape?" And I was like, "Does it pay actual money?" And she said, "Yes." And I was like, "Sign me up." It was the money. I didn't know it was going to be the best job in the world. It's the challenge. It's a sacred obligation to take someone's world that they built, someone's story, someone's life. It's rare to be trusted in that way. The Diviners series by Luba Bray, that was the series that taught me what I was capable of. I'm reading the book on the page, but I'm hearing it all playing out in my head. I meet the characters, I know who they are, I know for sure who they are, I know what they're about. 20 years ago, I was an audiobook narrator. They were like, "Is that a job? Is that a real job?" And now it's a job that lots of people want. What has remained surprisingly constant? How hard it is to be good. I'm sitting down on day one of a book, and I think this might be the one where they find out that I can't do everything. You get an email from someone where they say, "I'm disabled," or "I've been sad, and I listened to this book, and it brought me joy or healing or hope." It is very humbling, very moving, very meaningful. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. The APA, the narrators, the producers, the authors, the engineers, the QC folks. It doesn't happen without everybody. So thank you, everybody who makes this community what it is.
Please welcome January Lavoie. It's a pleasure to welcome our next presenter, a #1 New York Times bestselling author, one of the world's leading storytellers, and an Audie winner tonight, Harlan Coben.
It's so great to be here tonight, aren't we? This is fucking awesome. Come on. We're not like in the cardboard box business or selling thumbtacks. We're in audiobooks. There's nothing bad about this. It's all good. It's all entertainment. You entertain, you educate, you enlighten. How awesome is it? Fucking awesome is it? How lucky are we that we get to be in this business? I feel like a sommelier here. I'll be serving wine later on this evening. Okay. Meryl Streep, Margaret Atwood, Stephen King, Tom Hanks, Maya Angelou, Cher, and even yours truly have all been finalists for Audies at one point or another and lost. 4 out of 5 of you are going to join that elite group this evening. Yeah. The finalists in science fiction are
All-Star Superman by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely. Adapted by Megan Fitzmartin. Narrated by Mark Thompson, Kristen C., Christopher Smith, Jessica Almacy, Matthew Amond, Pete Bradbury, Scott Brick, Brennan Brown, Will Dameron, Sean Kennan Elias Reyes, Lauren Ezzo, Robert Fass, James Foey, Todd Habercorn, Neil Helligers, Dominic Hoffman, David Lee Huynh, Joshua Kane, January Lavoie, Saskia Marleveld, Brandon McInnes, Ray Porter, Solly Safiotti, Catherine Tabor, and Oliver Wyman. The Dark Forest by Sushin Liu. Translated by Joel Martinson. Narrated by Jess Hong. Flybot by Dennis E. Taylor. Narrated by Ray Porter. New Arcadia Judgment Day by Eric Jason Martin. Narrated by Eric Jason Martin, Robert Patrick, Matthew Mercer, Erica Ishii, Sam Riegel, Dave Fenoy, Marin Ireland, January Lavoie, James Urbaniak, Emily Wu Zeller, and a full cast. Simultaneous by Eric Heiserer. Narrated by Ray Porter, Marin Ireland, and Stephanie Shea. The Two Lies of Faven Scythe by Megan E. O'Keefe. Narrated by Zara Ram.
I feel like the only person not nominated in this category. And the winner is Simultaneous. By the way, I'm one of the lucky authors who had January Lavoie has read for me. A number of you have read for me. I just want to say one thing on behalf of the authors. Just, thank you. I mean, we do these work and we write these books and we got to trust you guys. I mean, what a trust it is that we have to have you guys then presented to so many of the people in the world. So on behalf of the authors, I just want to thank all of you wonderful narrators out there tonight. I love you all. Thank you. And speaking of new possibilities, love the seg, thanks guys. I'm honored to present the first new category of the evening. Adaptation of an original work recognizes the best in adaptations of graphic novels, written works, or audiobooks not based on a print work, honoring the skill and creativity it takes to bring those works into an audio format. The finalists are
The Big Fix, a Jack Bergen mystery, by John Mankiewicz, Jamie Napoli, Daniel Pine, Katie Pine, and Aaron Lipstadt. Narrated by John Hamm, Anna De La Reguera, Alia Shawkat, Omar Epps, Aaron Moriarty, Sosie Bacon, John Slattery, and a full cast. Doctor Who, Hooklight 1, by Tim Foley. Narrated by Peter Davison, Paul McGann, Janet Fielding, Sarah Sutton, Matthew Waterhouse, Kieran Bew, Alan Cox, Ruby Crepin Glynn, David Holt, Celia Imrie, Harriet Kershaw, Shogo Miyakita, David Shaw Parker, Theo Solomon, and Izzy Van Randwick. The Making of Jackson Parish by Liv Constantine. Narrated by Ari Fliakos, Suzanne Elise Freeman, and Scott Brick. Shot Clock by Andrew Borrell. Narrated by Emma Love. What Could Go Wrong? Written and narrated by Scott Z. Burns.
And the award goes to The Big Fix, a Jack Bergen mystery. Okay. Please welcome our next presenters, actor, singer, and audio finalist, Jeremy Carlisle Parker, and representing Harlem, New York City, and nominated tonight in nonfiction for the second year running, Karen Murray.
Karen, my friend. Yes. I have to admit, I have a hard time hitting pause sometimes. Even when I know I don't have the time to keep listening.
Jeremy, my dear, you are not alone.
Oh, thank God.
But you might consider short stories, essays, short prose, all of your favorite things, but just in smaller packages.
Tried it. Even harder to stop because what's just one more? Oh!
I know.
But what a wonderful problem to have, especially with tonight's finalists.
Right.
Alibis by Frida McFadden, Sally Hepworth, David Lagerkrantz, Chris Bajalian, Chad Zunker, and Wanda M. Morris. Narrated by Lauren Allman, Anthea Greco, Graham Halstead, Eric Altidy, Sonila Nankani, Pete Simonelli, Amara Jasper, and Susanna Jones. Animal Bodies on Death, Desire, and Other Difficulties by Suzanne Roberts. Narrated by Julia Whalen. The End of the World as We Know It. New Tales of Stephen King's The Stand. Edited by Christopher Golden and Brian Keene. Narrated by Sean Patrick Hopkins and Adenrele Ojo. Food for Thought. Written and narrated by Alton Brown. The Illustrated Man by Ray Bradbury. Narrated by Prentice Onayemi, Ari Fliakos, and Marin Ireland. Notes to John by Joan Didion. Narrated by Julianne Moore.
And the winner is Food for Thought.
Okay, so we've covered many kinds of fiction already tonight, but there's no way to have enough categories to cover what encompasses the infinite possibilities of our collective imaginations.
So true. Now, these audiobooks did not fit into any designated subcategories, so we recognize their excellence here. The finalists for fiction are
Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Narrated by Kristen D. Mercurio, Julia Whalen, and Taylor Jenkins Reid. Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. Narrated by Hattie Morahan. The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. Narrated by Maggie Meg Reed, Jane Oppenheimer, Carly Robbins, Jeff Ebner, David Patu, Chris Andrew Shula, Mark Bramhall, Patria Bircher, Robert Petkoff, Kimberly Farr, Jim Siebert, Karis Morgan Moyer, Jade Wheeler, Peter Gannum, and Steve West. The Favorites by Lane Fargo. Narrated by Christine Lakin, Louisa Zhu, Amy Landon, Elena Ray, Valerie Rose Lohman, Suzanne Torin, Graham Halstead, Julia Emelin, Lane Fargo, Eric Yang, Johnny Weir, and Brandon Perea. Junie by Aaron Crosby Eckstein, narrated by Angel Peen.
And our Audie goes to Atmosphere.
And now, please welcome back our president, Sean McManus.
All right, how are we doing tonight? This is amazing. Since I covered most of my spiel in my opening hosting, I'm going to continue that streamlining process and get us to a very important thank you, our incredible sponsors. There is so much that goes into this, and none of the celebrating we get to do tonight would be possible without them, nor would any of the APA's programs and offerings the same. We are so grateful for your continued partnership and support. What we get to accomplish here, what we get to celebrate, is all due to our exemplary community, which is why when we lose one of our fellows, we feel the loss all the more. Please join me in taking a moment to remember those of us who are no longer with us, but whose impact will remain. We will continue to cherish their work. That is the ending of my hosting responsibility. And I couldn't be more happy. So please welcome to the stage multiple Audie Award finalist, IFP Award winner, Atlantic Theater Company member, and winner this year in history and biography, Ron Butler. And NAACP Image Award and Daytime Emmy nominee, Audie winner, and finalist for this year's Audiobook of the Year, Adam Lazar White.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hello, hello, hello.
So, nonfiction turns reality into stories, letting us dive deep into the intricacies of something we maybe never thought to explore before, and reminding us just how much can be compelling with a good storyteller and a whole lot of research.
The finalists in nonfiction are
Death in the Jungle by Candace Fleming, narrated by Karen Murray. Everything is Tuberculosis, written and narrated by John Green. A Fine Line Between Stupid and Clever, written and narrated by Rob Reiner, Christopher Guest, Michael McKeon, and Harry Shearer. On the Hippie Trail, written and narrated by Rick Steves. Separation of Church and Hate, written and narrated by John Fugelsang.
And the Audie goes to Separation of Church and Hate.
Some books just stand the test of time, and some we know will join their ranks even when they're fresh off the presses.
But whether new or proven timeless, the finalists in literary fiction and classics make sure every listener hears their greatness.
33 plus Brogman by Alice Austin. Narrated by Shiromi Arcerio, Jilly Bond, Nicholas Bolton, Billy Fulford Brown, Danielle Cohen, Raphael Corkill, Matthew Lloyd Davies, James Mernier, Joshua Riley, and Simon Slater. The Director by Daniel Kaleman. Narrated by Nicholas Bolton. The Emperor of Gladness by Ocean Vuong. Narrated by James Aaron O. Reports of his death have been greatly exaggerated by James Goodhand. Narrated by Peter Noble. So Far Gone by Jess Walter. Narrated by Eduardo Ballerini. The Sound and the Fury by William Faulkner. Narrated by Eduardo Ballerini, Sean Taylor Corbett, Bronson Pinchot, and Robin Miles.
And the Audie goes to the director.
Please welcome Hall of Fame committee member, founder of AudioFile, and co-founder of Voices to Know, Robin Whitten.
Yeah, way down here. All right. Well, we need to talk about another Robin. And Robin Miles has done it all. She worked in the early days of audiobooks more than 30 years ago with the Library of Congress, recording for the blind. And since then, Robin has recorded work for all major audio publishers and many smaller companies and individuals. She has recorded well over 500 audiobooks in single voice narration, in duets, and ensembles, works of nonfiction and fiction across for adults and children across every genre, and continues to actively record new work. From early on, Robin received acclaim for her ability to be an astute and illuminating storyteller of an author's work, with exceptional skill in immersing listeners into the story. Her interest, facility, and mastery of languages and dialects distinguish her performances. And Robin has won every major audio award there is. She's been a coach and an active teacher of acting, speech, and audiobook narration at university level and in private coaching. Robin has encouraged new narrators and advocated for diversity in casting. She has served on industry organizations representing narrators and creating useful programs.
I remember exactly how I got into audiobooks. I wanted a community service because it was something my family always did. Once I got the job after the audition, I found out that it was for pay. There was this lovely moment when I realized that my volunteer gig was actually going to help me pay the bills. That was extraordinary because at the time there weren't a lot of jobs for African American actors. Once I began getting assignments, I realized I could play everybody, and that was extraordinary. The most rewarding parts of being an audiobook narrator for me are the intimacy, the sense of personal connection to the person listening. It is a primal thing to tell a story to another human being and reach through the ether and connect. Being the voice that carries people through sometimes very profound emotional journeys means that I'm shining a light in dark emotional corners, and I don't take that lightly. To me, that is a profound responsibility to do it with care, to do it with honesty. It feels really good to be recognized and honored. The audiobook community is a place of very little ego and tremendous amounts of generosity, more than I've seen in any other area of my life. So, to the APA and to my audiobook industry colleagues of every stripe, I wish to say thank you.
Robin, you're an inspiration to us all.
Fellow and New York Times best-selling author, Jason. Please welcome MacArthur Fellow and New York Times best-selling author, Jason Reynolds.
First of all, obviously, I'm here to talk about the children, as many of you I'm sure know. Next year, I'm going to do erotica or something. I don't know that I can speak for the narrators, but sometimes it can be hard to find that perfect character voice. As an author, crafting a story for young people can be like choosing the ingredients for a perfect meal. I'm sure it's like chefs who spend all day in the kitchen. Maybe cooking for the kids isn't always in your energy bank. Luckily, the professionals are there for you, and you can enjoy listening to these incredible finalists and young listeners as many times as your kids want to hit play.
Benny on the Case by Wesley King, narrated by P.J. Oakland. How the Word is Passed by Clint Smith and Sonia Cherry Paul, narrated by Clint Smith. Pajamin, written and narrated by Ziggy Marley. Prince Among Slaves by N.H. Senzai, narrated by Junior Nyong and N.H. Senzai. Secrets of the Purple Pearl by Kate McKinnon, narrated by Kate McKinnon and Emily Lynn.
And the award goes to Secrets of the Purple Pearl. It's always so weird. We're all so happy to see Kate McKinnon. We didn't. Middle grade are audiobooks intended for middle readers or kids ages 8 to 12, meaning these audiobooks have to bridge the best years of childhood into the horrors of middle school and tweendom. These middle grade finalists make sure that every age has something to enjoy listening to.
All the Blues in the Sky by Renee Watson, narrated by Bonnie Turpin. J vs. K by Kwame Alexander and Jerry Kraft, narrated by Kwame Alexander and Jerry Kraft. The Trouble with Heroes by Kate Mesner, narrated by Matt Gordon. The Weirdies, Maybe This Is a Bit Too Weird by Michael Buckley, narrated by Helena Bonham Carter. Whale Eyes, written and narrated by James Robinson.
And the Audie goes to, yes, All the Blues in the Sky. Please welcome our next presenter, NBC News anchor and the author of her upcoming debut novel, Now Then, Morgan Radford.
And a little nervous to be in this room. You guys are like the cool kids. Thank you for letting me come play with you this evening. Listen, this next category, we all know that young adult is not just for young adults. These works are those perfect cusp revelations resonating with teenagers and our inner teenage selves alike. And this year's finalists in young adult are
Lady or the Tiger by Heather M. Herman, narrated by Sophie Amos. The Otherwhere Post by Emily J. Taylor, narrated by Barry Krynick. The Scammer by Tiffany D. Jackson, narrated by January Lavoie. Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, narrated by Jefferson White. Under the Same Stars by Libba Bray, narrated by Jeremy Carlisle Parker, January Lavoie, and Major Curta.
dun dun dun, and the Audie goes to Under the Same Stars. That joy is infectious. I love to see it. Bueno, mi gente linda, buenas noches. Esta categoría para nosotros. This category is about evaluating our Spanish language community. Both eso, yo veo mi gente ahí al lado y acá. Both native speakers and non-natives who, in learning a new language, have opened doors to their communities and to a rapidly expanding world of audiobooks. The United States has the second most Spanish speakers of all the countries in the world. So, of course, there are incredible audiobooks to match. For excellence in Spanish language, the finalists are, los finalistas de la categoría en español son, oh, y'all didn't have that in Spanish.
Narrated by Javier Rey, Maggie Sivantos, Jose Maria de Tavira, Manuel Chacon, Oleg Krisunova, Marta Barriuso, Peter Nicolas, Rosalia Castro, Mercedes Castro, Manuel de Andrés, David García Palencia, Oscar Goicochea, Sabela Mascuñana, and Daniel Mendez. Como ser una gorda libre by Miriam Lara Mejia and Adonde Media. Narrated by Miriam Lara Mejia. El Hombre by Guillermo Arriaga. Narrated by Javier Poza, Noé Velázquez, Dan Osorio, Chava Reyes, Pilar Escandón, and Ariel Sainz. Esperanza, la autobiografía, by Pope Francis. Narrated by Gerardo Prat. La Celestina, by Fernando de Rojas. Narrated by Israel Elejalde, Natalia Huarte, María Pujalte, Pedro Casablanc, Francesco Caril, Marta Larralde, Eugenio Gómez, Juan Paños, Rebeca Hernando, Charo Soria, Paula Iwasaki, Arturo Querejeta, Jaime Soler Huete, Raúl García Arrondo, Pablo Ibáñez Durán, and Daniel Ortiz.
Glad y'all got that together. Y'all about to have me working overtime, double time. Okay, we love to see it. Y la Audi es para, the Audi goes to Apocalipsis Z, el principio del fin. Felicidades. Muchas felicidades. And next up, to present our final Hall of Fame recipient of the evening, please welcome Hall of Fame committee member and director of production at Tantor Media, Hillary Urick.
It's a true honor to stand here and celebrate Simon Vance. He's one of the absolute cornerstones of our audiobook industry. Simon moves effortlessly across genres, eras, and accents. He is quite simply an audiobook chameleon. I first came to know his work when I began casting more than 16 years ago. I was learning, making decisions, voice matchmaking. Very quickly I realized he has a gift, a rare gift. He doesn't just narrate the book, he transforms it. With numerous Audie nominations and 16 wins, including Best Solo Narration, hundreds of audiophile reviews, and recognition as a Golden Voice, his excellence is undeniable. But beyond the awards, he's been a steadfast advocate for this art form. Simon represents the very best of what audiobooks can be.
My father, in the mid-60s, when I was about 10 going on 11, actually bought me a reel-to-reel tape recorder with a separate microphone. And I spent hours with that thing, recording silly voices into the microphone, and some might say I've never stopped. I'm an avid reader. I love reading books. That's never faded. Just the fact that the microphone is on and you're recording my voice as I read, it's a joy. It's a wonderful job to have. I remember when Dan Musselman called me to say, oh, I've got this Swedish author, I think his name's Stig Larsson. Would you be interested in narrating his series, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? That was probably the highest profile series I'd done up to that point. The most obvious thing that's changed over the years is the means of recording our voices. Nowadays, of course, we're all digital and it's all so streamlined. What has stayed the same? The crux of the job, which is just lifting the words off the page, the author's words. A lot of my earlier emails were from people who found audiobooks because for some physical disability, I had helped them experience the joy of reading without being able to read. So I'm very aware that we provide that service. Well, I have to say I'm very grateful to the APA. When I began in the States in the 90s, I was not aware that there was an industry out there. Slowly, I became part of a huge community as a member of the APA, meeting people, learning, and sharing. And the APA have arranged this Hall of Fame, for which I'm extremely grateful and very honored. Thank you.
Please welcome Audie Award winners who have been keeping very busy, author of The Penning Method for the Panicked Actor, Marnie Penning, and orchestral cellist, business coach, and marathoner, Jennifer Jill Araya.
So happy to be up here with you, my friend.
I know, likewise. We have got 2 new categories to share with you this evening, like the cutting-edge people that we are.
The first is production and sound design. This category celebrates outstanding achievements in sound, including the use of effects, music, ambient noise, and other techniques to enhance the narration and elevate the storytelling.
These finalists create immersive worlds that we fully lose ourselves in. They are
Dragon Day by Bob Prohl, narrated by Haley Atwell, Michael Chiklis, Aldous Hodge, Greta Lee, Jimmy Simpson, and a full cast. Produced by Joe Delaquila. King Sorrow by Joe Hill, narrated by Ari Fliakos, Dominic Hoffman, Ian Shaw, Jamie Lamchick, Kate Mulgrew, Kevin Stillwell, Kristen Ariza, Kristen C., Marin Ireland, Mickey Shaloa, Mike Ortego, Pete Simonelli, Peter Ganem, Tim Sample, and Virginia Call. Produced by John Marshall Media and Sound and Fission. Executive producer, Suzanne Franco Mitchell. Millie Fleur Saves the Night by Christy Mandan, narrated by Elizabeth Nolden, produced by Paul Gagne and Steve Sayarto. The River Has Roots by Amal El Motar, narrated by Jem Carmela, produced by Steve Wagner and Sal Barone. Soundtrack by Jason Reynolds, narrated by Niall Bullock, Mackay Hewling, Jade Williams, Brandon Miles, Ryan Vincent Anderson, Amir Royale, Jasmine Richardson, Christopher Grant, Kaya Freites, Nadine Simmons, Rob Morera, Wee Ani, Rocky Anisette, Brandis Seward, Siho Elsmore, Terrell Buckner, Gina Daniels, Karen Murray, Jonathan Beville, Carla Moore, and Ronald Pete. Produced by Dan Zitt and Brian Ramcharan. Under Milkwood by Dylan Thomas. Narrated by Ewan Treon, Heleth Gwynn, Tim Talor, Gareth Pierce, Ruby Valentino, Betson Shuit, Adri Thomas, Elena Valentine, Anaden Hughes, Michael Krinter, Elsie Gallagher, Geraint Pickard, Laurie Gwynn, Bronwyn Price, and Hannah Lloyd. Produced by Peter Gallagher, The Audio Cafe.
And since this is sound, let's all give a drum roll. And the Audie goes to Dragon Day. Our second new category is this year's judges category, the New Voice Award.
The New Voice Award recognizes rising stars in narration, celebrating the incredible talent of newcomers who have voiced 50 titles or fewer.
It's been a minute.
It has been many minutes.
These finalists are only just beginning, and we can't wait to hear where they'll go. They are
Lily Newmark for Bog Queen by Anna North. Shane Ghostkeeper for The Devil is a Southpaw by Brandon Hobson. James Aaron O for The Emperor of Gladness by Ocean Vaughn. Jem Carmela for The River Has Roots by Amal El-Motar. Nicole Cash for We Don't Talk About Carol by Kristen L. Berry.
And the Audie goes to The River Has Roots by Jem Carmela.
Well, my friend, our time up here is up.
Alas.
But our next friend, Gabra Zachman, has more nominations than she has shapewear, and both have amply supported her legendary assets.
And joining her on stage is Neil Helligers. Neil has 10 Audie nominations, or, as he prefers to think of it, a whole decathlon of near wins. Please welcome them both to the stage.
Lots of stuff.
It's like messy up here.
No, it is. That's organized. So Neil, that's a lot. 10. That's a whole lot.
Yeah, it's like a lot of bridesmaids, basically.
Yeah, like a whole bridal party.
It's a big bridal party. But Gabra,
yes, Neil.
Why are we here?
Do you know? I was just thinking the same thing. Why are we here?
Well, I know why you're here. I mean, you've actually
legendary assets.
Streaming. You've actually won Audies, though.
Yeah, a few. But the multicast.
Oh, well, I mean that totally counts. And that's
and at least we're nominated. Tonight.
Right, and that's for you did a memoir, right? That was for.
No, well, that was really Therese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And what about you? What about these two?
Oh, this is a multicast and full cast.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. I know why we're here.
Yeah,
right.
it's becoming clearer.
Yes.
We are the ensemble of the audiobook
industry.
Represent. Yeah.
And also, we can recognize how this new ensemble performance category celebrates how integral diversity and representation and community work
100%
is to audiobooks.
And you understand that the creativity and intelligence of a company of human narrators adds up to some greater than its parts. Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. Neil.
But I really think it's to do this. Narrators, all the narrators here, please raise your hand if you've ever been listed on a title as full cast.
Yep.
That's
everyone.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
So according to the APA press release, Full Cast is nominated for 5 awards tonight. However, to update that, Dragon Day and The Big Fix, you all win Audies. Full Cast wins for all you people out there.
Yep,
Congratulations, everyone.
My pseudonym is actually Full Cast.
Oh. That's smart. You have like 8,000 titles on Audible.
Right.
Yeah.
Should we get to the finalists?
Yes, please. And let's also normalize listening to the entire cast in the description of the book. Yeah. And the finalists are...
A Bird in the Air Means We Can Still Breathe by Mahogany L. Brown. Narrated by Imana Rochelle, Ozzie Jacobs, Elena Ray, Mahogany L. Brown, Amir Royale, Niall Bullock, Andrea Ems, Brandon Miles, Kapali Kalnick, Ali Nasser, Tyla Collier, Marie-Francoise Theodore, Ron Butler, and Chantel Ramdeen. The Correspondent by Virginia Evans, narrated by Maggie Meg Reed, Jane Oppenheimer, Carly Robbins, Jeff Ebner, David Petou, Chris Andrew Shula, Mark Bramhall, Patria Burchard, Robert Petkoff, Kimberly Farr, Jim Siebert, Karis Morgan Moyer, Jade Wheeler, Peter Ganem, and Steve West. Dragon Day by Bob Prohl, narrated by Haley Atwell, Michael Chiklis, Aldous Hodge, Greta Lee, Jimmy Simpson, and a full cast. Heartwood by Amity Gage, narrated by Justine Loop, Alma Cuervo, Rebecca Lohman, Ali Andre Ali, Carrie Height, and Helen Laser. Soundtrack by Jason Reynolds, narrated by Niall Bullock, Mackay Hewling, Jade Williams, Brandon Miles, Ryan Vincent Anderson, Amir Royale, Jasmine Richardson, Christopher Grant, Kaya Freites, Nadine Simmons, Rob Morera, Wei Ani, Rocky Anisette, Brandis Seward, Siho Elsmore, Terrell Buckner, Gina Daniels, Karen Murray, Jonathan Beville, Carla Moore, and Ronald Pete.
And the Audie goes to the correspondent.
No, it's that. It's about.
Speaking of raw human talent,
Yes.
we're going to keep it going.
Yes, because there are those gifted few who have the entire ensemble inside their own heads. Author and narrator.
Editor, iceberg mover, nail polish namer, snake milker.
That voice in the middle of the night that won't let you sleep until you get every line of your Audie presentation speech just right.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, these author narrators are multi-hyphenate talents who have presented their incredible stories to us exactly as they intended.
Ditching the Sky, written and narrated by Heidi A. Porch. Everything is Tuberculosis, written and narrated by John Green. Food for Thought, written and narrated by Alton Brown. I Am Nobody's Slave, written and narrated by Lee Hawkins. Separation of Church and Hate, written and narrated by John Fugelsang.
And without further ado, the Audie goes to Everything is Tuberculosis. Woo!
So put your hands together, or I guess keep putting your hands together, for our next presenters. 6-time Audie Award winner and finalist for this year's Audiobook of the Year, newcomer Eduardo Bellini.
And 2025 Audie Award winner in the Young Adult category, as well as a member of Audible's Hall of Fame class of 2026, kicking ass and taking names, Therese Plummer!
We're almost there. Yeah. We are almost there. For the next award and the rest of the awards presented tonight, we would like to invite the winners to come up and say a few words, because that is what you do. You speak all the time, and now you're going to have that opportunity.
Love it. Okay, we're going to start with people who bring us back to the sensation of being read to as a child, which is so much harder to do now that we're hardened adults and experts in the same field.
Dark times, dark times. But these narrators are so adept at storytelling that even the most cynical of us lose thoughts of notes and choices just to sit back and listen.
The finalists in Best Fiction Narrator are
Will Patton for Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. Marin Ireland for My Friends by Frederick Bachman. Kristen Atherton for Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Dion Graham for Red Clay by Charles B. Fancher. Andrew Iden for The Sideways Life of Denny Voss by Holly Kennedy.
And the Audie goes to Outlander. And there is a person attached to this, but the name is not good.
Kristen Atherton.
If I'd known I was going to come up here, I would have worn a smaller dress. Genuinely, so much of what I want to say has been said by incredible, inspiring people tonight. We live in a world where increasingly the human voice is under threat. And I feel that the human voice has the power to reach across continents, across ages, across time. That's what Outlander is all about. I feel it very inspiring to be in a room full of people for whom that is a life mission, that what fiction, what all literature enables us to do is reach hands across time and take the hands of people who haven't even been born yet. I feel really humbled to be a part of that. I'm unbelievably honoured. Thank you so much.
Eduardo, if you don't mind, I'd like to keep the nostalgia going.
Let's do it.
All right. Nonfiction narrators bring all the joy of being in a class with your favorite college professor or hanging out with a friend who can't help but tell you everything about their specialist subject.
The finalists and best nonfiction narrator make us love learning again and again and again. And the nominees on.
Yes.
Martin Sheen for Ghosts of Hiroshima by Charles Pellegrino. Dion Graham for Remember Us by Robert M. Edsel and Brett Witter. Blair Underwood for Truly by Lionel Richie. Helen Stern for The Women's Orchestra of Auschwitz by Anne Seba. Dion Graham for The Zorg by Siddharth Kara.
And the Audie goes to Truly.
And there's no
Blair Underwood. Woo!
And I believe there's going to be a video playing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Truly. I've been thinking a lot about narrating a life. It's sacred. You are entrusted with some of the memories, their triumphs, their wounds, their becoming. Lionel Richie, man, thank you for living such an extraordinary life. Your story is faith, it is resilience, it is family. It is the music that became the soundtrack to so many of our lives. It was an absolute honor to carry your words, my friend. And Judith Kerr, thank you for the invitation to read, Truly. That call, that trust was the doorway. You placed this legacy in my hands, and I don't take that lightly. Mandy Ogle, David Crocker, Sidney Matthew, and the entire Amistad team, thank you for protecting the story, for shaping it with such care. And you know, long before any of us stepped into a studio, there were griots. And in the West African tradition, griots carry the history of their people in their voices. They preserved a legacy through sound. They understood that storytelling is not performance, it is stewardship. Tonight I received this award with humility, with gratitude, and with reverence, because stories are how we remember, without breath, become becomes legacy. Thank you.
Don't go yet. Don't go yet. Stay sober for a few more minutes. We have saved the best for last, including our final presenter, APA Vice President Emily Pike Stewart.
You don't have to wait any longer. Audiobook of the Year honors those titles that don't just exemplify excellence in storytelling, but in every step of the audiobook process, from production to publicity. These audiobooks have brought new listeners into the fold and have made it to the top of old hands re-listen lists, representing the pinnacle of audio artistry and business. The finalists in Audiobook of the Year are
The Devil Reached Toward the Sky by Garrett M. Graff. Narrated by Eduardo Ballerini, with Garrett M. Graff, Vikas Adam, Arthur Bishop, Nicholas Bolton, Carlotta Brenton, Matthew Bridges, Danny Campbell, Neo Sihi, Raphael Corkhill, Matthew Lloyd Davies, Vas Eli, Kevin R. Free, Mieko Gavia, Holter Graham, Adam Grouper, J.D. Jackson, Simon Jones, Caitlin Kelly, Elizabeth Lagelet, Saskia Marleveld, Jefferson Mays, Dan John Miller, Mirai, Brian Nishi, Joy Osmansky, Lee Osorio, Mizuo Peck, Robert Petkoff, Jacques Roy, and Rob Shapiro. King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby, narrated by Adam Lazar White. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen and Lulu Ronchka, narrated by Marisa Abella, Harris Dickinson, Glenn Close, Marianne Jean-Baptiste, Bill Nye, Sophia Wilde, Jesse Buckley, Tahib Jimmo, Patricia Allison, Bertie Carville, Leah Harvey, David Jesse, Rosalind Elazar, and a full cast. Shield of Sparrows, Book 1, by Devney Perry, narrated by Samantha Brentmore and Jason Clark. Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, narrated by Jefferson White. Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey, narrated by Saskia Marleveld, Catherine Luttrell, Cooper Mortlock, and Steve West.
And the Audie goes to Sunrise on the Reaping.
Hello, I wish I could be there with you tonight to celebrate all of these incredible audiobooks, many of them narrated by my very favorite actors. I want to say thank you very much on behalf of our entire team. We're very honored. I personally am honored to have been a small part of the team. Paul Gagne, Scott Sherritt, Lori Benton, everyone at Scholastic, they were such experts at this that they could even account for my relative inexpertise, and I'm very grateful for that. I've been a fan of the Hunger Games for almost 2 decades, so it was a tremendous pleasure. So thank you from all of us.
Hey, everybody. I'm Scott Sherritt, and this is Steve Sayarto. And thank you very much. Jefferson White, that's his first audiobook. Isn't that crazy? That's the way to do it. Just come in banging like that. But how many of you guys worked for Scholastic Audio before, right? A lot, right? You see, somebody's missing here. He couldn't make it tonight, but Paul Gagne. So I think he's probably watching on TV. Can everyone just give a lot of love for Paul Gagne right now? Thank you, and thank you, Paul. Now, Steve, he did all the sound design on this. We had amazing music from David Mansfield, who's played with Bob Dylan and everyone you could ever imagine, and this has been beautiful. So
I need to also mention Rex Mazza, who did some editing on this, and Frank Egan. Frank Egan also helped out with some of the editing, but it was a group effort all around, and it was just a blast to work on this with Jefferson.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So you guys, I'm going to need your help with some of these names, sure. Steve. Because Paul wasn't able to be here, but he sent a note. And on behalf of Paul and Lori Benton and myself, who produced this, we want to say thank you to everybody else in all the other categories, especially The Devil Reached for the Sky. And, let me see. So, and a huge thanks to Jefferson. He did a great job, especially for his first time out. And the Hunger Games is a daunting project and very real life at the moment. I'm sorry. And we want to thank everyone at CDM Studios, especially Kathleen Conti, or Katniss, as I like to call her. And, okay, so you're going to help me out with all these names here. So Frank
Egan. Rex Mazza from our office.
Melanie Gagne. Yeah. And the Scholastic Audio team.
Ariane Gonzalez, Kimber Grimm, Megan Lardy, John Pells, Jacqueline Perimol, and our broader Scholastic family, Jackie DeLeo, Rachel Kuhn, Katie Coyle, Rachel Feld, Sasha Quinton, Jacqueline Rubin, Suzanne Collins is editor, David Levithan. Special thanks to publicist Tracy Van Stratton and to our digital partners, especially Audible, for their exceptional support.
And all of you, thank you very much. This is wonderful, and have a great night. Thank you.
That is the end of our show. Winners, your Audies are waiting for your red carpet photos, and Hall of Famers, if we could also get you to the red carpet. On behalf of the Audio Publishers Association, I'd like to thank our judges, our Audies Gala committee members and chairs, APA staff, in particular Emma Harris, our Audies competition chair, Caitlin Augusta, our incredible voices of the evening, Hillary Huber, Aaron Bennett, Tim Lunabus, and Andre Santana, and to everyone here and on our live stream at home for the magic that every single one of you makes every day as a storyteller. It's been a pleasure to be here with all of you tonight. Congratulations, and let's go celebrate.
No clouds in my stones. Let it rain. I hydroplane in the bank, coming down like a Dow Jones. When the clouds come, we gone. We Rockefellers, we fly higher than weather, and G5s are better. You know me. In anticipation for precipitation, stack chips with a rainy day. Rain Man is back with Little Miss Sunshine. Rihanna, where you at?
You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you still be my star, baby, 'cause